Taurus, so y'all message is pretty much saying some of y'all may be reminiscing on the past, like y'all just missed the good times back in the day when y'all used to have fun. You know, y'all youth was, when y'all was youthful, things was lit, y'all really had a good time, y'all really enjoyed the past, and y'all just feel like things have changed. And so y'all may be in a space where y'all just really miss, you know, back in the day when you was young and when you had a good time, and you just feel like it ain't the same anymore. And then for some of y'all actually, you know, may have somebody who come back into your life from the past, like somebody's from your past, could be from your childhood, trying to come back into your life, or who has already come back into your life. And depending on the situation, that person may need to stay in the past depending on how they left, you understand? So it's like if somebody came back into your life from the past and you're allowing them back in, you need to really think about that and reevaluate that. But if, you know, somebody's coming back into your life from the past, from your childhood, and you know, haven't seen them in a while, then enjoy that. And then also, Taurus, y'all are just being encouraged to try to live out those good memories now. Like the things that you did in the past, if you are able to do some of those things now, do them to bring yourself up, to make you feel good and feel joyful. Maybe you've been, you know, stressed out in just how the world is now. You feel like you know, you can't do those things anymore. So you're just going to have to find a way to get creative to do the things that you used to do or really enjoy doing. So Taurus, get into your creative bag. That's something that came up too. Is like y'all are in the process of birthing something, creating something. So, you know, have some of y'all been wanting to create a book, you know, have some of y'all been wanting to create some type of artwork, or, you know, just whatever you can create. Get into that space of creating, Taurus. You need to birth something. You have creativity inside of you, things that you want to do, projects that you want to do. And maybe in the past you did do these things, so maybe that's why the past came up, because as a young child you did something and you was passionate about it and you missed that. So now it's time to bring these things back up. So, you know, maybe you need to create some type of poetry, you need to write a book, you need to start a business. Taurus, if you've been wanting to start a business, this is the time to do it. That's creating, getting into your creativity. If you wanted to write a book, you need to write this book. If you wanted to make music, or, you know, do some type of art, basically it's saying get into your youthful energy when you could create and just be happy. This is the time for y'all to do that. Taurus, this is really that time. And then also the message that I have for y'all is pretty much talking about asserting yourself. You know, if it's something you want to do, people don't agree with, then you don't have to raise your voice and have to talk to people in a certain type of tone. It's like you can assert yourself and speak up for yourself, but you don't always have to be yelling and loud to get your point across. Assert yourself in a loving way. So if some of y'all been having, you know, issues with communication with a person in y'all, you know, in your life, then this is the message to say you can communicate and assert yourself in a way that's loving and not disrespectful and loud, and in a tone where people still may not receive you. So if you do it in a loving way, people will receive you. So work on how you communicate with people, Taurus. That's what came up for you. Use your voice, assert yourself, and don't let people take advantage of you, especially if they've been using you up, coming around, and you got somebody coming from the past that's trying to use you up. No, assert yourself and tell them what you cannot do anymore. And then also, y'all have compromise. Like maybe some of y'all have been compromising yourselves and it hasn't been working for you, and then you need to stop with compromising. And then for some of y'all may need to compromise when it comes to the work you do with others or in a relationship. You know, compromise so both needs can be met. You know, you don't want to neglect yourself, you don't want to neglect your partner, so compromise, make it work, come together to make whatever situation that you're going through work. It's not just about you. It's about making sure that everything comes together, working as a team. One of y'all romance message is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So in romance, you know, some of y'all are being encouraged to just trust a situation. You don't know how things is going to turn out. You don't know how stuff is going to be, but just trust the process. This is where you pull on your faith. If you talk about your creator and God and stuff like that, now this is the time for you to have faith. It's what you cannot see. You got to trust that everything is going to unfold exactly the way that you want it to unfold. And also when it comes to business or whatever else, any creations of birthing, anything that you want to do, know that you got to trust the process. Pretty much that's what's coming up for y'all, Taurus. Trust the process in relationships. If you're with somebody, whether you're single and wanting a relationship or in business, just trust. You got to have faith. And then for some of the singles, it's like you have a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So if you're talking to somebody, maybe or you're not, somebody is really feeling you and they're not really letting you know all the way how they feel about you, but they do admire certain things about you. Or even if you're in a relationship and you have a partner who really don't know how to express themselves verbally, they really vibe with you deeper than you may realize, or they just don't show it. They don't know how to really show it, but you know, the vibe is there. And then y'all have Twilight, you know, surrender to the last hour. So it's like, enjoy where you are, enjoy what you have in this moment, you know, because before you know it, it'll be gone. So you better enjoy what you have and enjoy what, you know, you're experiencing in this moment, and get on with these projects of creating. It's time to birth something, you know, whether it's a child. Some of y'all, Taurus, is saying it could be that time to really, you know, birth a child. That could be the creation. It's time for you to birth. You know, you're ready, and you got to have faith and trust that things are going to come through for you. So don't live in fear. Just do what you need to do and trust the process. You're taken care of. Everything is going to be okay. And so that's your message, Taurus. Peace.